Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here. I hope you all had a great weekend. I know I didn't put out as many videos last week as I usually do, but I talked about all that in yesterday's live commentary. This week I'm going to get as much stuff prepared. I have a busy week, but I'm going to get as many videos prepared as possible. Because I'm still not done covering all the Battlefield 5 details and like specifics that I wanted to talk about and make videos about. So in today's video, what we're going to be talking about is teamwork. Now, what I mean by teamwork, this is quite a vague and broad term to use, but I'm going to try and structure this as best as I can. So first things first, teamwork is going to be at the forefront of Battlefield 5. There's no hiding that. With all the new game mechanics and all of the new, like the squad system and everything that's changing, squads and teamwork will be like necessary to actually make a difference in the team that you're playing in. So like the more you play with your teammates, probably the bigger the impact you'll have on the match that you're playing and the more chances you'll have of actually winning. So first things first, squads are now 4-man squads. So that's a great change because let's face it, 5-man squads, albeit they're a little bit bigger, 64 or 32-man teams don't divide well by 5, you know what I mean? There's always like these couple of stragglers that are always alone. So 4-man squads are back. I would rather have 6, but you can't have everything. Also, while I'm on the subject of squads, you always go in a squad automatically when you join a match. You don't have to just choose one. You're automatically put in one, and you can change squads if you want to. But everybody's going to be in a squad. There's going to be no more lone wolfing it, hopefully. So the reasons why squad and squad gameplay is so important in Battlefield 5, or is going to be so important in Battlefield 5, is the fact that the squad leader is going to be able to use the accumulated squad points to call in different types of support. Much like something along the lines of the commander mechanic from Battlefield 4, but that was a little bit different because it was actually somebody playing as the commander. You could call in like supply drops, artillery strikes, or stuff like that. There's going to be something similar, but it's going to be the squad leader that's going to be able to call in those specific supports. So from what we can see so far, they can call in V1 rockets or JB2 rockets, medkits and ammo supply drops, which is of course expected, some smoke barrages to, you know, get through those hard choke points, and also call in hero vehicles as a squad leader. So Sturm Tiger and Churchill Crocodile, so 4-man tanks only able to be used by your squad. Other people cannot enter the vehicles. That's great. You won't get people stealing your squad seats. Something else, of course, very important in Battlefield 5 is fortifications. Now, if you don't know what fortifications are, I made a video about that the other day. There'll be a card up in the top right-hand corner, as well as a link in the description down below, linking to that video if you want to go watch it and, you know, get a little bit more details on what fortifications are. Basically, everybody has a toolbox and can build fortifications. Support has the advantage because he can build reinforcements faster, as well as rebuild damaged fortifications and build a little bit more offensive fortifications such as machine gun nests. So that's something that's going to be very important to like hold off flags or hold choke points, destroy tanks, you know, really take that fortification system to your advantage and the advantage of your squad. Which brings me to the buddy system, and also a couple of other points here that I need to touch on to properly explain this. So the buddy system, basically, if you're in a squad, anybody can revive a fallen squad mate. If you're not a medic, it doesn't matter. You can still revive somebody that's been taken down. It's of course going to take a little bit longer because that wouldn't be fair for the medic. He would be pretty much obsolete as a class. So anybody can revive a fallen teammate, which makes squad play all the more important because anybody can save a squad mate now. You don't have to run like a squad of medics or stuff like that, and it just makes everything like more tight-knit. Stick with your squad and you'll make a bigger difference, cap more flags, down more enemies, and just have a bigger impact on the battlefield. So the next thing that I want to talk about is health regen. So health regen has been changed. So a lot of people have been like tagging their videos or putting on the thumbnail no health regen. There's not necessarily no health regen, but the way they've explained it is that your health regenerates up to a certain amount, at which point the only way to regain that last bit of health is through a medic, of course, dropping a medic crate or medic pouch. Don't know if there's going to be a medic pouch, but I digress. Or, of course, going to the supply drops and actually picking up a medical kit to heal yourself with. So, okay, notice that I said pick up a medical kit, not just, do a drive-by and heal up. You physically have to pick up the medical supplies out of the crate and heal yourself. Same goes for ammo, which makes it that you really need your squad to maybe cover you while you're doing such actions, because the physically in the game take time to do. It's not just like, oh, so you pick up a ammo pouch and your ammo magically like reappears. You physically need to pick up the pouch of ammo, which takes, for example, a few seconds, but during that time you're not really going to be able to do much else. So being in a squad is very important. Sticking with your squad and communicated with them, okay, I'm healing, like, can you cover me for a couple of seconds, or like build a reinforcement, I'm really low on health. So you can really see that they're trying to put an emphasis on teamwork in Battlefield 5, and that's great. You also have designated points at flags to stock up on ammo and meds, so that's also something that is probably going to be tied to the squad system. You can also loot dead enemies. That doesn't really have to do with teamwork, but that's very cool. So you can scavenge through their stuff, find some more ammo, and I just think it's a great mechanic in general, and it should have been added way before. It gives a little bit more depth, and you can survive longer without having, for example, a support with ammo. You can still manage to still have rounds for your weapon, but I don't think you're going to be able to pick up that much out of dead enemy players. But it's a way to, like, live a little bit longer and hopefully get a couple more kills before you bite the bullet. Pun intended. So a few other points to touch on before wrapping up this video. I'm trying to tie in as many things as I can think of that would like loosely or pretty much tie into teamwork. So spotting, 3D spotting is gone, okay? The player has to rely more on scanning the environment and listening for gunshots or footsteps, but callouts are still in the game, however, with gadgets that need to be used to spot effectively. So there's no more going to be like the Dorito shooting simulator we used to have. From what I can tell, spotting is going to be much more of a tactical thing, and you're really going to need to use the gadget to spot targets effectively. So that's great. Also, the spawn system, you go into a revive animation now, and you can look around and call for help. Of course, there's a timer during that state, and you are unkillable. So if you're in a squad and your buddy's near you, he can revive you. If a medic's near you, he can revive you. If not, you can call out for help. And also, if you don't get a revive, you're going to go into a POV on a squad mate to see if like he's in a gunfight or something, so you don't spawn on him and get shot on spawn. That just sucks. Nobody likes that. And last but not least, of course, if all the squad mates are dead, you're going to go back to that bird's eye view of the map and then choose your spawn point to where you want to go. So that pretty much wraps up what I want to talk about on the teamwork aspects of the game of Battlefield 5. There was a lot to talk about. I'm sorry if this video is dragging on a little bit too much, but there's a lot of things that are changing that hopefully will improve the teamwork, because face it, in Battlefield 1 you can pretty much just be a one-man army. Even if you don't have that much of an impact on the overall game, you can still do really well by yourself. But here we see that maybe you won't be able to do as good by yourself, and you have many more advantages to being in a squad and playing with your squad than just running out and just doing your own thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the teamwork and squad mechanics in the game. What are you most excited for? While you're down there, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I release Battlefield and first-person shooter-related content pretty much every day. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.